Welcome back down to the allotment. Today marks day 7 of having the plot, and it really doesn't feel like it's been that long. Like, the time's absolutely flew by, but if you watched the last video, we've got absolutely loads done, and I've got tons planned for this video: potato planting, corn, everything. But first things first, we need to get all this full site mowed so it's down to a nice manageable level and it's all the same, because it's a bit uneven at the minute. But yeah, let's get straight into that. Right, so I just thought I'd mention, if you are new here, this is my first allotment plot. It's absolutely massive, as you can see. If you didn't see the last video, there was loads of weeds, so on and so on. But yeah, my goal is basically to become more self-sufficient, grow my own food. But first I have to get the ground ready and make it growable pretty much. But yeah, let's get this mow started and get going. So we got there in the end, as you've seen. Don't know how apparent it was on camera, but the mower blades kept catching on the floor. There was stones flying everywhere and everything. So I'm gonna go home for now and think of like a new way to clear the ground. But mark my words, it's getting cleared one way or another. But I'll be back tomorrow with a fresh idea, hopefully, and we'll get the rest of the plot done. So peace. Right, so welcome back to a different day, different set of clothes. If you remember yesterday, we obviously got that mowed down, and the plan was to come back and mow the full plot. However, I'd done a bit of research and had a change of heart, and when the cameras went down, I got on with something a little bit different. And I'm going to give you a little hint before I show you, and it's probably the biggest controversy on allotment YouTube, could you say. It's a big, massive debate. I don't know if you guessed what it is yet, but anyways, here it is. So here it is. If you didn't guess, it is my first start at no dig gardening. Basically, when the cameras went down, I pulled all the tapes, staples, labels. It took me 2 or 3 hours off all the cardboard just to get this small amount done. If you look behind me, there's still about 2/3 of the plot left to do, and we're going to need a lot of cardboard. My plan isn't to do a full no dig allotment. My plan is just to try it out on this section. It's a huge controversy. People argue about it. Charles Dowden, I believe his name was a bloke who sort of inspired it, I'd say, or definitely made it famous. But yeah, we're getting some corn planted in here today, no excuses. We're getting the soil on, compost should I say, and then we're gonna get some corn planted in, and if we've got time, we'll get some more of our seedlings planted out. But yeah, let's get straight into that. Right, so this is the compost in question. I've got about, I'd say together, about half a 1 ton dumpy bag, and believe me now, it was a challenge getting it in that car right there. But yeah, I'm hoping this will cover this little bit here, and if it doesn't, I can always buy some more. But yeah, like I said, I've got some corn to plant in, but I'm gonna go get out of the greenhouse now and I'll show you how that's got on. Right, so here's the corn in question. It got a little bit burnt by the heat in the greenhouse this last week. If no one knows, this is the reason I'm in shorts t-shirts. It's absolutely boiling in the UK right now. My greenhouse is 26 degrees at the minute, the thermometer in here, and it's about 7:30, which is crazy for the UK. But yeah, we're gonna get these planted in because they're extremely root bound, and well, this no dig bed couldn't come soon enough for me really. I just want to get some things in the ground before I start clearing the plot, so ideally it's growing while I'm cleaning in a sense, so hopefully we can get some of this year. But yeah, let's get them in the ground. Right, so upon re-evaluation, let's say, I don't think this will be enough compost to cover the full section that we've cardboarded out. However, I do think it'll be enough to cover the bit for the corn. So we've got 35 plants in total, and corn you have to grow it in blocks as far as I'm aware. So I think I'm going to do, say, 4x7. That sounds about right and should be about right. I've got my tape measure here and I'm going to double check the measurements. I think it's 30 centimeters between each one, then 45 for a row maybe, but doesn't matter. I'll double check that before I get planting. But let's get this compost laid out. Right, so I can only just about lift this bag, so I'm gonna have to shovel that one out, but this one I think I'll be able to just tip directly on the cardboard. If you look at that brick there just along the fence, that's a rough estimate of where the corn's gonna go to, and it's gonna go all the way along here to there. Like I said, I'm just estimating, it's a bit of a guess really. I hope there's enough compost, but let's get this tipped out and then we'll shuffle the other one bit by bit because that's way too heavy to carry. It really doesn't look like a lot now, but I promise it's going to look better soon, and if it doesn't look better, I will fix it. Let's get the other bag shoveled anyways. Right, so that is it. If you're seeing, luckily enough, I only have to do a few shovels and I managed to just drag it onto the cardboard. I don't know how that compost can weigh so much and then give me so little. But if you have a close look, these are a few gaps, which I'm not very happy about. If you just look here, and then there's a few more there, which is completely less than ideal because I wanted 7 centimeters at least even coverage of compost to like suppress those weeds and give the corn the best shot. And then I thought, oh, I'll just go grab some compost, and I looked at the time, it was 8:30. B&Q is the closest garden centre to me, and that closes at 8 o'clock, so it's going to have to be a job for tomorrow. So I guess I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Right, so that's it done. Another 150 litres of compost boxed off. We got there in the end, like I did say we would, but wasn't quite yesterday, but it doesn't matter. The sun's shining, it's boiling again. Had a bit of rain this morning, which is good to get this all in. But yeah, I've raked it out, flattened out, and it's looking a lot better. And now I'm just gonna go in with some fish blood and bone, which is, if you don't know, it's like an organic slow release fertilizer. I'm just gonna spread it about like evenly, not too much, but it's just because corn's quite a heavy feeder I seen last night. And then for the rows, for like when it actually comes to the planting, I did a little bit of research last night, and it says about 30 centimeters between rows, and then 30 centimeters between each plant, and then 45 between each row. So I've just got a little stick and marked it out just so I can go through. But yeah, that's pretty much all the fish blood and bone it needs, so let's get into planting. Right, so we've got our corn, our extremely root bound corn. and then we've got our little dibber, I think it's called, and then got the stick that I showed you earlier. I'm just gonna do them in rows, like I said, 5 by 7, I think. Can't really remember, but let's get into that anyways. So if you are curious, my path actually ends here. It's just a bit weedy, so you can't really tell. And then it's just exactly where the soil is. This is just to stop the grass from coming up really. But yeah, let's get in and plant the corn anyways. So we're gonna take our little dibber tool here. This might not be perfect, but like I said, I'm only learning. Make a nice little hole like that. And then take our extremely root bound corn. Try and push it from the bottom. Oh yep, worked a treat. There they are. And just pop it in. And then just keep it at soil level. And that is it. The first seed we have grew on the allotment. Well, yeah, first seed we grew on the allotment. Now let's get all these planted into rows and hopefully get some sweet corn.
Golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side.
So that's all the corn planted. It looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. It's pretty bang on. I've got about 10 left spare, to be honest. So I've got two options really, and it's either extend the bed because I do have more cardboard, or it's just leave them 10 for spares. I more want to extend the bed, maybe put another 5 in. Maybe it's another row. Could do that pretty easily, I think. But yeah, it's going to take a lot of compost and cardboard really. But on the topic of compost, I've actually found a spot for a new compost heap. It's got plenty of space. It's got a little wall next to it. It's already pre-built by the previous plot owner, so I'm looking to start stacking some compost in there, because obviously if I'm going to be managing a plot this size, I'm going to need a lot of compost. Because if you just look at the plot, it's like 6 separate quadrants really, all split by paths if you aren't familiar, and each one's absolutely massive. Like, this is just a small portion of it. And then I've also got my massive apple tree. Well, I've got 2 apple trees, but this is my main one, and with the rain and sun, the apples are proper starting to swell now, and I've never had apples like off an apple tree fresh, so that'll be a perfect, like, what can I say? Perfect harvest, my first harvest. And then we've obviously got our greenhouse. We've got a few little things in there that have been killed off by the heat: lettuce, beetroot, some marigolds that don't look too happy, to be honest. And yeah, that's pretty much the plot. And what I'm going to be doing on here is, it's a total different story, to be honest. I read your comments, everyone's comments. Like, the last video got a huge amount of comments. Like, I really did not expect the amount of like views, likes, everything, subscribers. Quite frankly, I just started like this allotment channel so really you could see what I was doing and offer a bit of help and guidance, and there's been so much support on the last video. So if you haven't seen the first video, the plot was an absolute monster when I got it, and it still is a monster. There's so much to do. I've got a greenhouse base that needs tidying up. I've got an old abandoned shed that I haven't even been in it yet. I've had a quick glimpse through the doorway, and that's all I've seen really, and it's just full of like what looks to be rubbish, but hopefully we can find some hidden little gems in there. I've got a shed on the floor that I need to build up. I hope I can do that next week if the weather's alright and I get a bit of time in between work to get that popped up. Hopefully I can get that, it all just looks like it clips together. But yeah, there's so much to do, and that's been it really. I'd just like to say thanks a lot for watching. The comments are massively appreciated, and yeah, I'll see you next time for the shed build. Peace.